evening, SRA Nation, and welcome to season number 15. Round number 1, we are back for the summer. We have got one heck of a season coming our way. All eyes will go to the gantry light. Green flag drops and we are racing. That's going to be a very, very good stop.
He's going to edge him.
We've got two generations of Ferraris going side by side.
Goes to the outside. Very late break the outside.
What is going to happen?
What is happening?
Trying to hold on to it. Free abreast for a square.
Alexis looking racy.
He's gonna hold him tight.
Oh my God.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 6 of season 16 for Division 1. I am Stephanie Fisher in the booth with Adam Santana, and Jeff Spangler has joined us again after a short absence. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. I was... Oops. Okay, hold on a second. I have an audio issue. So, my apologies, but... Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to do it. You guys have to do this all over again. That one. Let's see. Does that work? Yep, it's gonna work. Okay, you guys can now repeat everything you just said.
Cliff's notes.
You welcomed me back. I said things are gonna get broken now because I'm back, and Adam said he missed me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anton was in the booth, and we were roasting him over his lack of internet access and the fact that Gen Zers call internet Wi-Fi. Anyway.
Yeah, and then in Discord, Austin likened it to people calling all video games Nintendos. So I was just like, they are just all a bunch of little boomers, aren't they?
Right, like your grandparents say, turn off the Nintendo. And
Yep,
it's an Xbox.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, everyone's caught up.
Yep, we're all caught up now. That was all the smack talk. Wasn't much. So we will take a quick look at the calendar to see where we are at today. Suzuka, and it's supposed to be raining.
Supposed to be. In true SRA fashion, maybe we'll get a dry race. You never know. It's usually good for like at least one session across all of the divisions, I feel like, whenever there's supposed to be a wet race. So we'll see.
It would truly be a bummer if we got a dry race tonight.
Indeed. Yeah. Maybe something like a changing conditions qualifying to make things spicy. That'd be nice.
Wouldn't be upset.
No. But anyway, which one of you lovely gentlemen would like to walk us through this track map?
Well,
sounds like a Jeff job to me.
Okay. Suzuka, located in Japan, of course. 5.807 kilometers, 3.609. That's a lot of decimal points for something like that. But hey, 17 turns, 3 sectors, of course. And yeah, Suzuka is I don't know. You guys feel like it's kind of a divisive track? I feel like there's people that like it and people that don't like it.
I think
Not a lot of middle ground. Well, you could say that about a lot of tracks in this game, though.
I think a big part of it is just the low grip conditions of it, but other than that, I think it's pretty universally liked for the most part. But yeah, I think it's a tricky one. But I think overall it's a driver's track.
Yeah, for sure. But low grip is definitely frustrating.
I feel like it's one of those like Alton Park, people either hate it or love it. This is like they either love it or they're just like, all right, it's not my favorite, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certainly difficult to master, and it starts really from the very beginning of the lap, right? Turn 1, if you send it a little too hot in there, you're just going to lose the back end and find yourself spun around between turns 1 and 2. Then we get into the famous S's. Do they call it the S's here? I feel like they probably do. The S's, 3, 4, 5, 6,
the S curves.
S curves, yes.
Same thing.
It makes for a great shot when you have all the cars streaming through there, but it's like you're trying to ride a wave, and if you end up like on either side, the low or the high side, you're just gonna get spat out and onto the grass here. You're trying to go obviously as fast as you can through there, but the balance, it's like a balancing act, right? You got to keep everything under control. Otherwise, you go wide through here, and you're gonna lose time for essentially the rest of the lap because there's really no brakes here. Little short run down from turn 7 down to the Degners. Is that what they're called? 8 and 9, I believe. Degner 1 and 2.
Correct.
Very, very tough. You want to cut the inside as much as you can on those, but if you hit it wrong, it really unsettles the car. Also, very easy to go wide on the exit of Degner 2. You can ruin a great qualifying lap there very easily, and especially since those turns are so tough, you might be trying to make up time there anyway, so gotta resist the urge. Turn 10, you want to keep it as right as you can to set up your entrance to the Dunlop hairpin, I believe I'm just trying to remember
just the
here.
Hairpin.
The
Dunlop
hairpin,
is
right.
after the S's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a Dunlop logo there. I swear there is.
I think there is. I think there's signage there.
There's going to be a lot of action here. If somebody's had a bad run out of Degner 2, it's very tempting to try to send it up the inside. But if you're going to do that, you got to make sure everybody's got to play nice with each other and make sure you don't outbrake yourself because you will smash into the car on the outside there in turn 11. Another kind of respite, turn 12, a nice loop around to Spoon, 13?
13 and 14.
13 and 14, yeah. Another very, very, very tricky corner. You want to keep as much speed as you can, but again, it's so easy to go wide there. Exit of 14 is very slippery. That's probably the most infuriating slippery spot on the track because, as we mentioned, there isn't a whole lot of grip here. And then the run all the way down the back stretch to turn 15, 130R. Very scary. In some cars, I'm looking at you, Honda. So Rados and Blanchette should have a very fun time here. Very scary in that, especially after a few laps when the tires start to go. And then 16, 17, that chicane. Don't brake too late. You'll send it straight through. An exit of 17 is very tricky. You want to cut as much as you can, but again, you can unsettle the car unless you're in the Mustang, in which case it doesn't care. And you'll see most drivers keep it pinned all the way to the right to the wall, past the pit exit, coming out of turn 18 to finish the lap.
I think the word I heard the most out of you was very tricky.
It is. It's there's a lot going on, and like I said, it's a difficult track to master. You can get a certain level here, and then the returns are just diminishing. I'll just put it that way. Very, very tricky.
All right. Well, moving on, we'll check our driver standings before they start their qualifying. Adam, if you want to run us through those.
Yeah. Taking over first place overall, we have Ryan Yee, followed by Andrew Rados, who is 42 points behind. And then in third, we have Tiago Dinarte. In fourth, we have Renato Dornelis. In fifth, we have Anton Rushovich. Sixth, Jeremy Mercer. Seventh, we have Gomer Wilson. Omar Escorcia is in eighth. Timothy Flomger is in ninth. Eric Marecki is in 10th. And then in our silver championship, we have Arct, who is in first place in the silver championship and 14th overall. Second in the silver is Fire Queso in 19th overall. And then third is Joel Moffitt at 21st overall, followed closely by Wilson Fernandez, Jacob Hall, Noah McCumber, and Kurt LeMay.
Yeah, real quick, I think Arct is going to be a driver to watch. We're on the street, and from the practice race, apparently it said that Lexus is very quick here in wet conditions, and that could be quite a boon for our silver leader, Arct, as I believe you said he was on pole for the practice race last night, and I know he has a very, very quick lap time this week.
Ooh. We'll take a look at the team standings. Also, they're starting to go out to warm up the tires, so let's do this quick. And first we have the Invinciget, Anton Rucevic and Omar Escorcia with 640 points. They are followed by Scuderia Inferioria, Dan Cran and Gomer Wilson. They have a 533 points. Following them is Vacuum Racing with Renato Dornelis and Wilson Fernandez. And fourth is TSE. Where are they? Jeremy Mercer and Jordan Nixon, 473 points. We have 5 guys, but it's actually 2. Man,
but it's actually 1. Yeah, it's actually 1. It's
actually
just Ryan
1.
Yee.
Just Ryan. And they said 5, so 5 guys in 5th. But it's actually 1 dude. He needs to change it. Can we do that at this point?
They've been changing their endurance team name, which is pretty similar.
Okay.
So I'm chuckling at that.
All right. And then right behind him is NWSR Daddies, Kevin Blanchett and Andrew Rados, followed by Jason's Aston Fantasy. The Mecha Monsters, RER No Breaks Turn 1, and in 10th is MHR Zeros and a Half Shell with Eric Murky and Colin Dunham. We are going to hop over to the race scene, and hopefully it looks okay, as I haven't looked at it. It does not. All right, there we go. We're fixing it really fast. And you can see our silver drivers are leaving the pit area. I'll connect all this.
Wow, Kelvin with a sneaky one. First person in the server.
Yeah.
Wonder how he managed that.
Don't know. Somebody's not here.
Maybe they did the old forget to set the password trick.
Maybe.
It always amazes me how fast people get into these servers from the driver's briefing.
Oh, it's definitely an art.
It's definitely
but you shouldn't be surprised that people in a game predicated on going fast are skilled at being fast at everything, right?
That's exactly what I was going to say. It also can backfire if you have some scamps and they figure out the password and then ruin the race. that certainly never happened at Brands Hatch.
Oh, it sounds like there's some stories to tell there.
It was a driver's briefing went a little long, and someone figured out the password, so we jumped in, and it rolled the qualifying before everyone was able to get into the server, and someone tried to reset the server, and they accidentally nexted it to the race, and yeah, just caused chaos. So yeah, that was the last time we did that.
Yeah. I guess you guys learned the hard way your lessons.
Yeah.
Well, from a weather point of view, looks like we've got consistent rain for the next 30 minutes.
Yep.
Although, I mean, usually there's not that much variation, so I wouldn't expect there to be anything to be gained or lost within those, that 10-minute and the next 20-minute window. So, all things considered, everything should be pretty even. Although, of course, the silvers will still be drying the track out a little bit for our co-drivers. So,
yeah, it doesn't.
All that to say, shouldn't expect anything too crazy.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem terribly wet right now as we're on board with Joel Moffitt. I mean, it's obviously wet, but I mean, it doesn't seem terribly so, and obviously the first lap not pushing too hard, but he seems very well in control of the car.
These Dagners. You know, I have to say, I like hot lapping the Dagners, but I hate them in a race. It's been a very cursed spot on this track for me.
Yeah, it's a tough spot, especially in the early stages of the race, because you'll find for the first couple laps, certainly here, there's enough twists and turns that most everybody stays pretty close to each other, and it can get be a bit of a log jam, especially through there. I mean, because they're literally right angles, so you gotta be careful with them. And Spoon here, everyone's staying well clear of the painted curbing. Those will be quite slick, as well as the green AstroTurf over there. So steady as she goes here from Joel Moffitt. We'll see how the 296 handles 130R here. Yep, very nice. There's a random spot on the 130R exit that can just grab your right tires and spin your car around. Very strange. If you've ever had that happen to you, but probably not going to be as much of a factor because in the rain, drivers will be keeping it on the asphalt a little bit more than they normally would. But yeah, Joel Moffitt across the line with a 2096.
Simmons right behind him. Okay, so looking for our Lexus parked.
Worley goes to the top with the 2091. Oh, yes.
Wow.
There he is.
Oh boy.
Damn.
On the banker lap.
That's a gauntlet thrown down.
Yeah. Archie went up into second, but still just under a second behind Art.
Yeah, just a mere 9/10 and change.
Yeah.
A lot of change. No pennies, though.
Nope. Stop making them. Queso's up over a half a second. Eye on him. Hello, Iris.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's up on their first lap. Most by a pretty significant chunk. Our provisional pole sitter is half a second up, so that doesn't bode well for everyone else. Worley's 6/10 up on his previous lap, 7/10 now. That'll be a really nice gain if he can hold on.
Queso's got almost a second.
Wow.
He was at a second, but lost a little bit there through the chicane, but he's now in P2 with a 208.5.
It looks like Arct is keeping that half-second-ish delta, losing a little bit of time coming out of the final corner. But yeah, still improving, or still an improvement rather, as he maintains an 8/10 lead of Arcasa.
Man, that is such a huge gap to have. It's incredible.
It is. I mean, the rich get richer, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm loving it.
Yeah, but if you're everybody else, is that a little demoralizing?
Oh, absolutely. And he loves it. What is this round 6? 2 more rounds after this. He's got the lead. Now's his chance to just get out there and execute and consolidate, you know?
He's been having a fantastic run.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a reminder, if anyone's watching and you're not aware, we do have the 2 divisions, but the scoring is taken from your overall position. So any position that ARC puts to the rest of the silver field, mixing up with the gold drivers, is just a huge gain for him. So it's very important to just kind of put the championship to rest as soon as possible. If he can, even the top 10 would be huge. So after last night, I mean, he might be thinking top 3, top 5, maybe a win.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder how he finished overall last night.
Yeah, I didn't check that. But some of the practice races can be a little bit of wild card.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity to try things, aka send it and see what happens. Joshua Worley visiting the grass there momentarily.
Well, and more importantly, picked up 4 tenths and moved up to P2.
Yes. Looking very good here. I have a vested interest in Josh doing well because he is one of my endurance teammates. And if you are wanting to get in some endurance racing action, be sure to set your quali laps before the end of the evening Eastern time on Friday for our 8 hours of Suzuka event coming up this Saturday as part of our SRA Endurance Series Season 2.
Exciting.
So go Josh. Kinda Irish. What's up, my man? I believe that's Mr. Pat.
It is. Are you guys using the Mustang for endurance? You are, aren't you?
We are using the Mustang.
Yes. On board with Max Simmons, and he is 4 tenths up on his previous lap.
Yeah. 0.73 off of Silver Pole, so bumpy. So bumpy. Fighting it a little bit.
Yeah, this should move him up to P2.
Yeah.
And these are everyone's final lap as our gold drivers have exited the pits. And yeah, that moves him up just under 3.5 tenths behind Art, who just really hasn't found any pace since that heater he put in on the second lap.
Worley's he found a little bit of time through the chicane, but he's down to a less than a tenth improvement, so he's not going to pick up any time or meaningful time to Simmons or Art. But in fact, he's losing. Okay, there he goes.
I find it'll be interesting to see where Art lays when all these gold drivers get theirs done.
Yeah, so he just crossed the line. He did not improve, so he will stay at a 207.735, and then just a little under 3.5 tenths to Max Simmons, and then Worley in third, Queso in fourth, and Archie in fifth. I mean, just you get down to P7, and it's a second. So I mean, that's those top 3 really set themselves apart. But I mean, most notably, of course, was Art with the provisional pole.
Yeah, so step 1 complete for Arcs, definitely. Put it on silver pole and see what happens from there. I did look at the results. Kelvin Lau, I believe, did have a good, was it a good practice race? I can't remember if I looked at the practice race or I saw his leaderboard time. I think he's put up some pretty good times this week, so looking to see what Kelvin can do in the Cursed Avengers. Nissan GDI. Nissan, the Nissan.
There you go. That's better.
Oh, Squatch, I think we missed that drift in 130R that you had.
Yeah, I caught you at the end, but I don't think Stephanie had you up, so our apologies.
Oh.
Just don't do it in the race, okay? Or you could do it tonight. Just don't do it on Saturday, okay? There you go.
Yeah.
Well, this is coming from me, who actually crashed the car at Nordschleife, so there you go.
I had to say I was watching your stream when that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So unfortunate because we kept going, and then Josh drove a stint, and then I got back in the car, and then I don't know, my PC, I don't know if it just shut itself off. I think it might be a power thing that happens from time to time, like once a year or so. It'll just shut itself off. So sad that we couldn't finish that race.
Who else we got? Still waiting for our hot Cheetos livery that was promised.
Yeah.
I think he said last week maybe for the final round.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay.
Because I brought up that I had eaten Flamin' Hot Cheetos for lunch that day.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it then. That final round. Let's see, these guys will be, I guess, getting some lap times in soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I keep looking here, but I didn't pay attention to who was out first.
I didn't.
I assumed
either.
it was Kelvin, but
it wasn't.
it was Rados.
Rados.
Already to the top by 6.5 tenths.
Well,
Wow.
we might be able to ask him about
Yeah,
Cheetos, because the Honda is magnificent in the wet. We were talking about the Lexus, but yeah, the Honda is on another plane in wet conditions. So
that was a flaming hot lap
from Andrew tonight. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and not just 6.5 tenths start. I mean, we still have a few drivers that are on their first lap, but 4.5 tenths to P2.
Yeah. Oof. Wow.
Mr. Sir up to P6. I guess whoever that was in the Porsche must have made a mistake and then let Kelvin through there.
Yep.
That is Durant's.
Yep.
Mostly because I really love that Porsche.
Yeah, it looks great.
Iris cheering on Anton as he briefly was at an improvement, but it was through the last chicane, so I'm going to guess he went maybe a little bit deep.
Rados made a sub 207. 206.817 now.
Yeah, half a tenth clear.
Have a second. I think you meant.
Calvin improves and takes 9th position.
Oh yeah, sorry, half a tenth, half a second. Whoops. Yeah, and you're gaining time here.
Mercer jumps up to P4.
I mean, Honda is so good. Like, look at how he's using these curves. Like, if you were to watch, and again, these are our Gold drivers, so they're usually a little bit more aggressive just in general, but not afraid of those painted curbs in the Honda.
Yeah, good point. So we'll finish this one out, and then I'll take a look at someone else on there inside. Let's see. What do we want to compare a Honda to?
We could watch maybe Renato and a McLaren.
All right.
That's a decent contrast. We'll see here.
I was going to say that we had been on board with him, but I don't think we were. I know we were on with the Mustang. Obviously the Honda.
I think the Ferrari first in silver.
Sure, yeah. Yep. You are correct.
Right here. Well, he's taking it wide as well. So. Well, don't listen to me.
That's why you're in the booth and not out there racing.
Yep. Time to put me in the home.
Rado's picked up more time. I think he picked up another 10th. Now to 206.6.
This is slapping the field around out there.
Ryan Yee at the P4.
Yeah, Anton into P3. So a fairly close battle between 2-3 and back to 4th. Another 10th there.
Yeah, and through all this, Arct is holding strong in 9th. Mr. Surza almost 4 tenths up, so that's going to change likely.
Like that bounce at the end there hurting him. He's losing some time, but not a lot.
P7. And Dornelis is coming through the final corners about 3.5 tenths up. This should jump him up in the top 4, I believe. Second, P2 for Dornelis. This might be whoever crosses the line last is and getting up with the best lap aside from Rado, so I don't think anyone's going to touch that. Denarde's into the pits. It's his qualifying over.
Esparcia's flirting with the 3/10 improvement, which would send him up to the front row as well.
Mr. Sir as well, just behind him, about a little over a 10th behind, so could jump up into the top 5.
A poor exit from Spoon, and Omar looks like he's going to bleed a lot of time off all the way down through 130R, but you never know, he might have something in his back pocket here in these last couple corners. Nice and clean through 130R. Hard on the brakes. See how aggressive he is here. The Mustang just does not care about that. See, big bounce from the Aston and barely anything from the Mustang there. Unfortunately, though, he is still bleeding time away, so no improvement. He'll definitely be disappointed in that, given where he stood midway through that lap. So looks like everyone else is crossing the line. Ryan Yee, P6, Jeremy Mercer, P5, Anton, P4, Donarte, and Dornelis, P3 and P2. And the class of his own, Andrew Rados, almost 6.5 tenths up from P2.
Just silly stuff. Yeah, we still have Mr. Sirs on a lap here. This is potentially going to move him top 5.
I think so.
6.
Oh, 6.
Yeah. He did lose some time coming into that last turn.
And Blanchett's still on track, coming to the end of the lap.
Having a little spin fun.
Good spin. I believe Blanchett is our last car on track, and this will move him up around the 22nd.
All right. Qualifying is finished. Yeah. Rado's taking the pole position, followed by Dornelis, Dinarte, Anton, Jeremy Mercer, Mr. Sir, Ryan Yee in P7, Omar Escorcia, Gomer Wilson, and Arct able to just hang on to the edge of the top 10. We'll be back in a minute as we hear a message from our sponsors.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT 3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specialising in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
And we're back. We'll do a grid walk quick. Which one of you fine gentlemen would like to do that?
Well, I yapped us through the track, so why don't you take this one, Adam?
I'll handle it. In P1, starting on pole, we have Andrew Rados. In P2, we have Renato Dornelis. In P3, we have Tiago Dinarte. Fourth, we have Anton Rishevich. Jerry Mercer is starting from P5. Mr. Sir is in 6th. Our championship leader, Ryan Yee, is in 7th. Omar Escorcia is 8th. Starting in 9th is Gomer Wilson. In 10th and starting first of our silver drivers is Arct. In 11th, we have Guy Manperson. In 12th, we have Dan Cran. Kelvin Lau is starting 13th. Peter O'Brien in 14th. And then Timothy Flomger is rounding out the top 15. Followed by Max Simmons in 16th. In 17th, we have Andy Wilson. And 18th, we have Josh Worley. Eric Marecki is in 19th. John Laz in 20th. In 21st, we have Fire Queso, followed by Kevin Blanchett in 22nd. John Archie in 23rd. Jacob Osterski in 24th. And then 25th, we have Jacob Hall, followed by Danny Durrance in 26th. Joel Moffitt in 27th. In 28th, we have Adam Krolikowski. Noah McCumbers in 29th. Arjun is in 30th. Colin Dunham in 31st. Anthony Kelly in 32nd. Max McWeezerson. Gotta get that one more time. Max McWeezerson is in 33rd. And 34th, we have Mark Robeson.
Awesome. Thank you. Running.
You are welcome. Just going into the hairpin.
Oh, so much time.
I know.
Yeah, so a couple things here. Arados and Renato Dornelis, two pretty aggressive drivers. I feel like either, I mean, based on qualifying, everybody knows how this could go, right? With Rados just kind of walking away from the rest of the field. But if Renato can get a good launch, and the McLaren does get pretty good launches at the start, it'd be interesting to see if he could put up a fight in T1. Of course, we have Arced in 10th place with a healthy buffer back to Simmons and Worley. And Ryan Yee, I know we've seen him, or at least I did earlier in the season, start right around in this area, maybe top 5, a little bit further back, and he just kind of quietly holds his ground and makes up ground and manages to get a good result. So I'm sure he'll be looking to do that as our championship leader, but probably not super enthused starting in 7th. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Yeah, and right as we mentioned on the track walk or the grid walk, he is our championship leader, but Rados is in P2. So as they sit right now, it'd be a pretty significant swing there at the top. Rados would close in by, I'd say, at least 20, 25 points, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, Ryan's definitely going to be looking to keep it clean first, I would imagine, and then if you can't make moves on track, make moves in the pit stops.
Yeah, no doubt. And both of them with pretty healthy drop rounds still, so 70-something and 60-something points respectively. So
gotta love that consistency.
Absolutely. Consistency wins championships.
And you would know.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I wasn't going to give him that.
I had to. As we come to the line, and.
See, it got me last week.
I know.
I think this one starts pretty deep.
Yeah, it's the second one. They don't use the F1 line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're off.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Good start.
That answers that answers that question.
Yeah, but right behind them, you could.
Yeah, lots of jockeying. Everything still looks clean.
Field, losing a little bit in the spray.
Oh, there's some people trying to go through the S's back there side by side. Brave souls.
Well, they're doing it pretty well so far.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Definitely some contact, but nothing significant. Yeah, I registered 3 contacts, and yeah, nothing, no yellow flags though. So
I'm watching Queso and Blanchette side by side into the Degners, and looks like Blanchette's going to hold on to that, and they will live to fight another day.
yeah, so only some slight position changes. So Jerry Mercer got Mr. Sir through all that, and Escorcia got by Ryan Yee and all that. And then some minor position changes in the mid and towards the back as well, but nothing significant, nothing more than 2 positions up or down.
Yeah, you mentioned Escorcia getting past Yee, I believe. Ryan currently in 8th place, so...
Panzo, I don't have popcorn, but I do have some Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh.
Ooh.
I've already had a couple Christmas trees this season, so...
See,
yeah.
I love the peanut butter cup, but the seasonal variants, the ghosts or whatever for Halloween and the trees for Christmas, I think those are the ultimate Reese's.
They really are. They're good.
They have all that extra peanut butter to them.
Yeah.
Look at all those cars filing down the pit straight. So close to each other, except for one. Andrew Rados with almost a 2.5 gap over Renato already. So,
yeah,
he's off there in Adam's pip.
Oh,
That's Mercer. Yeah,
Mercer had a little trouble.
Excursion.
Yeah, I'll run that back 15 because I definitely didn't see that as I was looking at the live timing. Oh, yeah, he had a big wiggle there.
So I believe that'll give maybe Anton, but certainly Mr. Sir, S4C, and Yi position. So
Yep.
Ryan will be happy with that. But yeah, I just want to congratulate everybody for a very, very clean lap 1 in these wet conditions. So well done, everybody.
Jason must have gave him what for in the driver's briefing.
I'm sure he did.
I think they've been doing a pretty nice job up here in D1 this season. Like last week we had a nice, I think a pretty clean race for the most part. So,
Yeah, nothing really too significant. D2 was the only other race that I was able to watch last week, and they had a clean lap 1, but then they just throughout the race they could not stop tripping over each other into the final chicane. But other than that, it was a pretty clean race, entertaining race for sure as well.
It's Garcia here, right up the back of Mr. Sir for P5. Come into the chicane, pokes a nose in.
Yeah,
Almost
he
pushed
certainly
him through the last corner.
Yeah.
He certainly looks racy. Going deep into corners, clattering over the curb, and he's still gaining time.
Whoop.
Although I'm not so sure how the outside move is going to work into turn 1, but that'll at least force Mr. Sir as they touch doors to keep it down to the inside. We'll see here.
Yeah, Jeff, in the wet here, you would certainly prefer the inside, right? Into turn 1 and then through 2.
Yeah. There's just not a whole lot of grip to be had, especially when you're going around a long way. But yeah, and that those first 2 corners are so different lines. There's so much like distance traveled, so much variation in that we're sitting here watching Ryan Yi, and he looks like he comes from out of nowhere, right? Because you're able to gain so much on cars that are fighting in front of you, especially through those first couple turns. So we see a bit of a train forming there, as you would expect. The 2 cars in front are fighting, and Arc is just hanging on, chilling back there in 10th spot. He's managed to retain that over the first couple laps here, so he'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, with our 34 car grid for the evening, at this moment, there's only 3 gaps on track that are over a second. So I think this might be how this race is going to go, at least. Oh, big move on the inside there by Garcia. Mr. Sir didn't like that. Oh, he's flashing.
That was clean though.
Yeah, I don't know if there was maybe something that happened earlier that Mr. Sir didn't care for.
It's the age-old, if you never send it, obviously you can't. Sorry, I'll stop here while we're watching these guys fight. A little bit of a Mercedes battle, and Mercer clawing back one of the positions that he lost, it would appear, and now Ryan Yi's under threat from Gomer Wilson in the 55 Ferrari. But again, not much to be had coming into turn 1 on the outside, as this is a great view. We see him sweep through here, especially getting out there on that curb, not as much grip. And Arc looking to get in on the action as well. We'll see how aggressive he is, knowing that he is in a very good spot right now.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Let everybody kill each other in front of you. Jesus.
I was going to say he had a pretty significant gap behind O'Brien. I was wondering if he would maybe stick a nose in there, but then O'Brien erased that gap just within a corner. So yeah, now right back into the train, and if you're going to attack, you got to worry about the car behind. So yeah, I have to imagine a lot of these guys are going to just try to force mistakes, especially we're not even 8 minutes into the race yet, so don't want to do anything silly too early.
Yeah, but just to hop back to what I was saying about, well, maybe not here. We've got Arjun now sniffing the rear diffuser of Kevin Blanchett. But again, not a whole lot going on as we see that Ferrari accordion up very close in the review mirror, but quickly fade. Yeah, so the move from Escorcia, there's situations where technically, if Mr. Sherrod would have maybe turned in, he would have turned into
Mr. Yee.
yellow flag. Oh no.
What
that
happened?
Is a floppy bonnet.
Yep, that was a gap.
Floppy bonnet. Is this Mercedes things here? There's a big gap. I would be surprised if somebody hit him.
That outside curb.
That was a not so wee.
So,
oh no!
There's the floppy bonnet. I think I've seen Ryan Yee lose the car only like 3 times now.
Oh, yellow flag for Worley.
You just don't see that happen very often.
Oh, it was already.
Guy, man, person, Peter O'Brien. It looked like that was O'Brien. Was that O'Brien that hit him? I can't tell if there's some hood damage there or O'Brien's teammates.
It was O'Brien. He was behind Art there. Worley is into the pits. I think Worley maybe lost it in 130R. He was off onto the left side of the track on the grass before he made it into the pits.
Gotcha.
No, Diego, that was not a good Ryan Wee moment.
Oh, Diego missing the start like he missed most of the season. I see.
Yeah.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah, so Guy, man, person, not thrilled, I would imagine, to not be able to make it past Peter O'Brien, who's now carrying some damage.
Well, and this is
awesome.
going to be a huge help to Art. It's going to help him put a nice gap on the cars behind. If O'Brien can manage to hold these guys back. What an apt livery for holding up the train, a Joker livery.
So to finally wrap up what I was going to say about Mr. Sir and Omar, there's situations where there's a fine line between ascend and something at the last moment that's still fair. Obviously, Mr. Sir was not enthused with that move, but sometimes, when you're racing, that's how the cookie crumbles. So.
Hop up. We've got Denarte and Dornalis up for P2 fighting into turn 1.
Yeah, Denarte had a little nose in there going into the chicane, but not nearly enough overlap to try and make a move.
And Rusevic, they're just waiting for someone to make a little error.
Yeah, having 2 Mustangs right on your tail in a McLaren is not quite as scary as it used to be. With the general power nerfs that the Mustang has received, offset by some weight reductions, it makes its way around track pretty similarly in terms of lap time. It just isn't quite so monstrously fast in a straight line as it used to be with a little bit of power taken out. So, nevertheless, not a very enticing proposition for Renato.
Oh, Anton, no!
Anton.
Well,
that'll be a paddling.
Oh,
man. Well, then that worked out for Denarte, that gap that O'Brien had kind of created. Kelvin slipped by somewhere through all that. How did that happen? That's sneaky, because Kelvin, I'm pretty sure, was behind the O'Brien man-person.
He was
fight.
out in front of that. He was in front
He
of that.
was in front of. Oh, okay, then I missed that. So he must have gotten through when Peter collected Ryan.
Jeff been ducking the smoke in LMU. Man, my sim rig is collecting dust at the moment. So, yeah. Dirty ass driver caught in 4K. Ooh, we're gonna have a fight in the chat. There's fight words with somebody else here, Diego. You better watch it out. clear winner here up front. Interlagos 4.5 seconds clear of Renato.
Oh, someone got spun. That was... Oh, can't grab him.
Dinarte into the pits, by the way.
Oh. Okay. It's a little early. But he got spun though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking that he got hit. So.
I think
And
that'll
then
be the right move for him. Get some clear air, and wet tire degradation's not nearly as bad as in the dry, so he should be able to make up some ground from where he's at instead of driving in traffic. Oh my gosh, were we looking at a potential pit close there moment for a second?
It was close. That's why I grabbed it back on replay. Andrew Wilson was a little slow coming out of last chicane, and someone did not check their speed and spun him around, almost spun him into the pit lane, but he went ahead and took that opportunity to do his mandatory pit stop.
Yeah, if you're halfway, 3/4 of the way there, you might as well just go ahead and go on it.
Get it done.
Oh, it was way easier for him to do that than it would have been to get back onto the track, so totally makes sense there. Marty, he might have been, but he was up on the curb. But yeah, I think you're right. He might have been going in because he was off onto the inside.
Diego saying undercut may be super powerful in these conditions. It could, but there is that rain plus. Well within 30 minutes now, so we'll see.
Right.
Pressure's a little underdone, but John Laz having a small peak on the inside air. Never gonna get
he had too good of a run because you don't want to be that close into 130R. You want to carry that through to the chicane. Arct is in the pits.
Whoa!
I don't think that's the way he wanted to go.
No.
He made it work.
Yeah, Arct was... He did. That was very smooth.
It was a really good entry. Wow, everyone's pitting.
Arct into the pits as well. Huh.
Yeah, Arct was being kinda... I don't know if he was being held up or not. He was getting real close to the fellow in front of him. But let's see what happened with Blanchett. But,
yes.
I wonder if these pitters are in response to Dinarte or if we're missing something. This is a lot of people coming in this early with plus rain in 30, or under 30 at this point.
yeah.
Or
in
they've
these
done their
conditions-
practice and they know what they need from their tires.
Yep. Oh, there's a bit of a Honda moment.
Yeah, slow spin.
Yeah, I am surprised that all these guys are pitting, but it's kind of in the range. As Dinarte just kind of snuck ahead of Arct, so I'm guessing a lot of these people maybe wanted to cover him off, although I don't know why you would necessarily want to try to fight Dinarte trying to make his charge back up to the front of the field, but then again, I don't know.
And Dan Cran came out. Oh, nope. Yeah, decent gap. So yeah, I think maybe Arct was trying to keep that position to Dinarte, but everyone else, I'm not sure what they were pitting to. Maybe there was cars behind that we just missed them pitting.
With the gaps behind Dinarte now, I mean 2.6, 2.8, John Laz 6.6, I'm guessing maybe we saw about half of that area of the field pitting to try to get away from the other half, so I mean, we're seeing multiple second gaps now where before there was not that much. So
yeah,
I feel like it seems like a lot of people are pitting, but I mean, we've still got the majority of the field still.
Flomger's in. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was just a lot of people having the same idea at the same time, and since the cars in front of them didn't pit, they just went ahead and jumped into.
Maybe
so, yeah,
they
man
were
person
listening
in as well.
To the stream, and they heard Jeff read that Diego thought the undercut may be super powerful in these conditions, and they were like, all right, let me try it.
I would imagine most drivers in the field, if they heard that, they would start going along. So.
Yep. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
No, yeah, it'll be interesting. If that plus rain is really going to have that much of an effect or not, but I mean, with this many drivers coming in, I'd say they're confident it's not, so. Looks like Fire Queso had a moment and Degner 2. Ooh, almost spin that he held. Probably fortunate to only lose the one position.
Yeah, I will say that the rain and changing conditions, especially when the rain increases in this game, it can be almost a little insidious in that, like, you might not necessarily even notice from lap to lap or corner to corner that it's getting worse until it like catches you out, because it's reached a certain threshold and the way you had been driving is just maybe a little too much for those conditions. So definitely want to be cognizant of the changing weather conditions, even though, you know, on a tire pressure scale, for example, the change might not be that meaningful, but it can get you if you're not watching out for it.
I'll just mention that Reynos has the fastest lap of a 206.930, in case anyone was wondering.
His last a 207.5, so he
Yes.
seems to have settled into some comfort as the cars behind him lapping consistently in the 207s with their fastest laps in the 207s. So yeah, he's got things right where he wants them to be.
O'Brien in, Hall in, Archie in. So I think that's gonna put almost half the field having done their mandatory pit stop.
Omar and Anton are pretty close to each other. Within half a second, I would be interested to see.
Yeah, I just popped
might
that.
Duck in.
Yeah, I just popped that in the pips, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I've just been looking at the thing, although he's really catching up. Kind of, now.
Well, Anton needed to look a little bit closer for the apex there, that last turn, so Omar definitely looking a little racy here by comparison. Although we saw that from him, from basically the drop of the green flag, so we'll see what he's got here. Anton again searching a little bit, and that'll be a good run from Omar out of the final turn. Electing not to stay entirely in the draft. There we go. We just let him go. So the team making some decisions there.
Well, and Anton's likely also going to be carrying a 5, maybe 10-second penalty.
Yep.
So it makes sense.
He's likely to lose less time this way for sure.
Yep. Wilson, Mercer, and Marecki are in the pits.
Guy, man, person, and Peter O'Brien going in side by side. That's smart.
These guys still battling it out.
Yeah, they are.
Don't know how much damage Peter had, but he obviously didn't repair anything in order to stay in front of Guy. So, man, this has got to be driving Guy absolutely nuts.
Yeah, O'Brien did not fix any of his damage, so must not be hampering his steering at all, or at least minimally.
We saw Dan Tran in front of him there.
Looks like.
So I think it's been at least 10 minutes since Jeff spotted the first plus rain at 30 minutes. So I think we're going to have, once that plus rain hits, I think we're going to have plus rain the rest of the way.
Yeah, pretty much. It would seem so.
Elvin Lounge in, Mr. Sir and Anton.
Yeah, and can't see it at the moment, but Timothy Flemker is pulled up behind these two a little bit, so making this a three-way battle, which would appear to be the most interesting thing we have going on track. Mr. Sir, Queso, Adam Kolakowski, Arjun, Colin Dunham, Kelvin Lau, all into the pits.
Through the pit stops, Mercer came out behind Denarte, but in front of Art. Denarte is 3/10 behind Mercer right now.
Ooh, guy trying to make it happen, but leaving the track. Just can't quite do it there. But yeah, I mean, that's got to be encouraging. Yeah. I mean, if Peter makes a mistake, which might become even more likely the longer this goes on, he looks like he should be able to take advantage of it. He's just gotta get the right moment.
Patience.
I was curious about the other races. D3, very similar conditions to what we have. So they have plus rain in 10, but then minus rain in 30. So that's about the only difference, but conditions are pretty similar.
Whoa. What happened to Anton? Ninth position.
What?
He went to pit.
Yep.
Oh, he's already pit. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
I was at the wrong tab here in race control. I was like, oh no. Okay, yes, so he is the leader for our pitters. Although, maybe the stewards would look kindly on him if he just gave that spot back right now. They've been known to do that in the past.
Would they, from so far from the incident?
Well, there may be an upper limit, but
yeah.
I mean, in his defense, he would have lost a lot, overall a lot less time than if he sat and waited for Tiago to turn around and get settled, as opposed to.
Yeah, because Tiago lost 5 or 6 positions there.
Yes, I'm mostly being
I know.
It's an interesting thought experiment.
No, it is. It is.
Later on in the race, I gave it back to him when he finally caught back up to me. Does it count? As actually, Tiago now goes past me. So. Yeah,
see, he's listening. I'm telling you, he's listening. He's probably laughing because, I'm referring. This is season 13 at Red Bull Ring. Lap 1, in order to not plow into the back of Anton, I went wide in turn 1, and they adjudged me to have passed off track, and so this was probably 5 or 6 laps later when I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. Omar got by me, and Anton was right there, and I just let Anton go because I wasn't sure if I should give the spot back, so I did anyway. And everything was cool, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. I'll just put it that way.
Hey.
Well, it's also the sporting thing to do.
Indeed. And Anton's a sporting fellow.
Personally, if I make the decision to not wait on someone, then I'm just taking the penalty at that point. That's just my reality. But also, it's very rare that you would end up in that situation where if you do spin cylinder or take them out like that, that you would end up back close to them later in the race. So,
side note,
get on Anton.
Omar S. Corsia and Dornalis are in the pits.
And Booster Ski. So that leaves Rados, McWeezerson, Robeson, and Blanchette left to pit.
I mean, Rados is just a happy guy out there.
Yeah, just kind of out for a nice, lovely drive in the rain at this point.
This is Man Parson and Peter O'Brien still going at it. Why
yep.
don't do that there.
Yep. Ugh, that's so tough.
Yeah, it is. But hey, look, they're waiting for each other. Kind of making it work.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh boy.
I mean, if I'm Guy there, I mean, Guy's clearly giving the spot back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else Guy could have done there other than just not do that period. But given, you know, once you're going for it, I felt like everybody did pretty much what they could there. I know we saw Guy go wide the last time, and he was determined not to do that. So that was probably the difference this time. And unfortunately, they both paid the price.
Yeah, and I think that was the first time. Oh, just a little door bang. I think that was the first time he had gotten ahead into the corner. It looked to me like he at least had a nose, maybe half a car, but yeah, I mean, even in the dry to go too wide through there, it's tough, and then in the wet, I mean, it's pretty much impossible.
Yeah, that.
But it has given us.
Many.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's given us a bit of a spectacle here with these cars all now bunched up together. So we're fortunate in that sense, I suppose.
Although he's lost so many positions now to where he was, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, under fire from Booster Ski here. I mean, if you're your guy, you've got to put it behind you. You can't worry about what's going to happen after the race. As we see, Booster Ski himself a little wide there, under fire from Holikowski potentially. But looks like he's going to fend him off. But yeah, just the mental aspect. You got to just move on and put it literally in your rearview mirror, and just focus on what's ahead of you, because obviously it's out of his control what happened. You gotta buckle down and lock in. All for the spectacle, yes. SPECTACALS. All for the spectacle.
Spelled it right.
Yep, gotta get the spelling right.
Lambs
I
are
was just gonna
taking
say,
a
Timmy.
detour.
Timmy
here.
yellow flag. Rear engine car. Oh, yep, there it is. That's the spot. That's the spot I mentioned. Last lap of a wet race here in another league in the Lexus. That same spot and pretty much the same result. It doesn't matter if it's wet or dry. There's a very weird spot there that will just spin your car.
There's little flashy lights there behind Booster Ski.
So we're a little on the other side of the halfway mark at this point. I think this is playing out kind of how we suspected it would, at least at the front of the field.
Yeah, I have to imagine Rados is probably going to be looking at pitting soon, because Dornelis is getting pretty close to his pit window. It's about a minute 3 for a stop. Ideally, most people are around a minute 4, minute 5, so the gap's a minute 6 to Dornelis right now.
Oh boy, oh
No.
Was that teammate on teammate crime?
no, not quite.
Okay.
Holikowski trying to force the issue here.
Oh.
Get the two wheels onto the grass, touches the Porsche, and then from there he's just a passenger.
Oh. And just that last small touch. I think the Porsche was going to be almost okay. Blanchette with the drive-through. I would imagine that's, could have been for a pit infraction, but I would say probably track cuts.
Yeah, I would think so, unless we missed it, because he has been out for almost 4 minutes into his stint. So
yeah.
Yeah, poor Blanchette's not getting along with that Honda. I think could be happy for the season to be over.
yeah, to your point, Adam, Renato lapping at a 207.2 his last time around, with Andrew at a 207 almost 9. So not insignificant amount of time coming down there.
Yeah, he's not giving himself a lot of buffer there. He's in the pits. Okay. I will
Watch
Dornelis in the pit, and we'll see.
Yeah, hostology in the chat. poor Blanchette, the Honda season is going so poorly. I was literally just thinking the same thing. Like he can't wait for this one to be over. Booster Ski leaving a little less than a car width. Yeah, it was pretty close. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Excuse me. It's hard to tell exactly when the car has overlap behind you. So better to be safe than sorry, and it did not work out for either.
Man, I keep missing chat because Twitch keeps crashing. That is so weird.
Guy man person off into the hairpin. Were you watching that stuff?
Yes.
Because I missed
I think
exactly. He just
had a. We can go back and review it. He just had a. I think that was it.
Rados is moving. Dornelis is just onto the main straight. Yeah.
He's trying to avoid not hitting the Usterski there. Rados is not moving yet.
Did we just see what are we seeing
For
here?
me, he's on track.
It is.
Oh,
it was
there
still
he is.
under the
it's
replay.
The replay.
I
I was like,
poked my
what
eyes
is
back
going
up.
on?
Yeah.
I was like, did Bro turn on his brake change or something, or what the heck? That was bizarre.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay, this makes more sense.
Race control. Race control must have been playing a goof because they're not even close to each other, really. I mean, they're close-ish, but
no, 1.7, right?
It was much bigger when he came out of the pits, but yeah, now it's closed up. And Brados was not good in the pits either. He had a 107 time in the pit lane, and Dornelis was 4 seconds faster. 3 of that was time stopped.
So yeah, I would imagine with that, he probably got picked up and moved, missed his box.
Yep.
So yeah, fine margins here between the time that Renato was already taking out and a missed pit box, but it looks like it's worked out for Andrew, and now he should have a pretty good tire advantage with Renato already out there for almost 8 minutes at this point. So again, tire advantage, not such a huge thing in wet conditions, but you know, still something to be said. You know, mentally it's an edge that you still feel that you have. So he's got that going for him as well.
Diego asking where Ryan is, which kind of points out that I believe he left after his slippy slide moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ryan lost it in Spoon, Diego, and then got collected by somebody else.
O'Brien.
Yes. So day done, and that's major championship implications, right? He had his 70-point drop round, or 71 or something, I believe, so he will still bank those points, but going forward in our final 2 rounds, you know, he's lost that advantage that he had in terms of drop round.
Yeah,
Weezerson in the pits.
Ryan of rage quitting.
I'm glad Diego's here because, you know, I said that's maybe the 3rd time I've ever seen Ryan lose the car. The other time was at Misano, a very, very long time ago, and I believe I was following Diego and someone else, and I think I got in Diego's mirrors, and he hit the car in front of him, and that allowed me to go through into to P1 and win my first SRA race. If I'm recalling all that correctly, I think that's how it went.
Battle with Hall and Queso. P18. Hall is going to win out on top of that.
There's Diego. There you go. But yeah, the Honda did snap. That was very, very bizarre thing to see. Did Queso lose? Oh, did Queso lose that position? Oh no, my goodness, guys.
But now they're going to be battling again.
Yeah,
oh,
we can't
boys.
decide who's going to send it.
Behave. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, he's slipping and sliding.
And Queso with the switchback.
Wait.
Couldn't hold it though. And through that, Danny Durrance picked up 2 positions.
He's happy.
Absolutely.
Dane Cran went yellow.
Oh, that's a Jason level spin. Ooh, I just got the
grab
right joint of
that.
Yeah, this is not pretty. If somebody can set this spin and Jason top spinning side by side, that would be a great visual. Unfortunately for Dan here, though, not fun.
Oh.
Here comes the spot.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not quite as violent as Jason's, but still did 3 full spins there. Not too bad, not too bad.
But
Judges give it an 8.
For that.
Yeah. I think the Soviet judge gave it a 7.
See, maybe it's paid off. So Eric Marecki been having himself a good season. I believe he's 10th overall in the individual standings, and maybe a little bit disappointing qualifying, but he's managed to so far move himself up 8 spots into P11.
Yeah, I mean, talk about consistency. It seems like he's always there in top 15, if not higher.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. Really, really happy to see Eric having a consistently good season. Up into the gold division anyway. I know he's won silver before.
Anton is right on the back of Denarte going into the final chicane.
Yeah, before Anton let him by, it looked like, and then right after that, it looked like Anton was struggling a little bit, although maybe having slowed to let Denarte by might have thrown him off a little bit, because it looks like Mr. Serv is going to get past him too, but Anton looks like he's put those struggles behind him, as these guys are still, I mean, you look at those lap times right there, within a 10th of each other, so little train sticking together.
You know, I thought it was supposed to rain more, but it doesn't look like it's raining more.
No, I think it possibly could have changed, but I thought it should be in around the 10-minute slot right now, but maybe it's about to shift over and that'll be the plus rain. We'll see.
Oh, see, I don't see plus rain in the forecast anymore, and I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, you can't always necessarily trust what the weather says.
Just like in
because
real life.
I mean, yeah, right. We saw rain plus, before the session, like when the session ticked over. So And it might actually be raining more. I mean, it looks pretty wet out there. A lot of spray coming off the cars. The weather budget just might not be reflecting what exactly what actually is going on and looking.
I mean, I'd say the line looks wetter than it did 10 minutes ago.
Good.
Yeah, and I just looked at lap times, and of course fuel has come down, and tires are still fresher. So.
Ooh, yellow for Krolikowski. I'll grab that in the pip.
Looks like a fight with Josh Worley. He just.
Oh. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, gotta let cars through. Lost quite a few positions there. 5 or 6 positions. That's tough. That's just what happens when the pack's that tight.
Yeah, from a lap time point of view, Rados with his fresh tires and low fuel.
Yeah.
Yep, T1. Ooh, Mr. Sir, looking to make the most of it.
It's like
not quite. Tiago will have the inside. Ooh, little light flashing action going on.
That's almost looked like they touched.
And a little further back, Queso Hall and Man Person, that battle has heated up.
Yeah,
race control. Yeah, race control. Check to hit. So they did touch.
And let's see. Ryan has joined us in the chat. Getting some shots into Diego.
Spicy.
It's getting spicy everywhere. On track, in the chat.
It's getting spicy, yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess to Ryan's point, the only advantage he gains from finishing at all is that your drop round would be higher than 0 or something, but who knows if that'll even make a difference, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what's the difference between dropping a 30 or dropping a 0? There's really not any difference, because these guys, they need to be finishing in the top 5 or top 10 the rest of the way to win this championship. So it doesn't matter.
If you finish that low again, you're out.
Exactly.
Anyway. So yeah, as we see this pack of 3 is getting closer to becoming a pack of 5. And unless that was a lift, that might have been a track cut there for Anton. So certainly, with time ticking down and the stakes getting higher and higher as we inch towards the end of the race, track cuts and things like that could, of course, as they often do, become a very important part to the finisher.
Yeah, and we haven't mentioned it in a while, but for the Silver Championship, Art is still in 8th position. And I cannot remember who is in 2nd in Silver. Is it Joel Moffitt? Is in 2nd Silver? Nope, I didn't want D2. Fire Queso's in 2nd, that's right. Then Joel Moffitt's in 3rd. So right now, Queso's in P19 overall, so this would be a pretty good jump for Art to put an even bigger gap between the two of them and the rest of the silver field.
Art seems to be doing really well this season. It's a good one for him.
Diego, they do look off, but I think it's just ACC, because he would have got meatball flagged 50 minutes ago.
No, you don't have to have your lights on in the rain.
Don't you?
Nope, only when it's dark. But Mustang lights are weird to begin with.
They are hard to see when they're on.
Car, it's like the opposite. The front lights don't look like they're on, and the rear lights are like the brightest you've ever seen on any car in this game. Which is kind of silly because they're already big to begin with, and it's something like we're looking at here in the McLaren. You can barely tell if it has its lights on, and if it does, if it's braking, because they're so small. I mean, you can't even tell that he's let off the brake there.
Yeah.
And there's a hell of a lot more for you to look at than the brake lights of the car in front of you sometimes. So.
It sounds like it's Diego that's got his pitchfork out.
Yep. guy, man. Poor guy, man. Person. He just can't seem to get by anybody here, and the Aston just gets going here, but it's so slow out of some of these corners.
Yeah, I was about to say. Please don't.
The turbo lag is just so bad. Like any time that he would want to set up a run, like you can't. Like coming out of this hairpin, for example, or hairpin, this chicane, it just chugs. We're coming out of the hairpin, yeah, earlier in the lap, so definitely a frustrating day at the office for Mr. Manperson.
I think I tried the Aston for one season.
There we go. Yep.
No. That turbo lag you're speaking about is just no. It's a lot of no for me.
Yeah. Aston's often touted as a good beginner car. It's not really spectacular or anything. It does seem to have some drawbacks, though. I think I've maybe driven like 10 laps in it, period, over the course of several years, and just never really did much for me.
Peter O'Brien. Yellow flag for a bit. Maybe nothing. Off a little bit.
Yeah, so following that incident between Peter and Guy earlier on in the race, Peter's definitely come off the better for it, as he's still up in 17th with a nice healthy gap back to Danny Durrance, while Guy continues to slog in traffic. Damien GG10 with the follow. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the follow. Check us out on SRA.dg. Come hang out in the Discord. Also, I did want to shout out two viewers very early in the stream. Sir Ribshack, I believe, with a 21-month sub streak in Prime.
Wow.
I don't know. 34 months. So, yeah. Hats off to those guys.
Couple stand-up guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
I would forget to resub a lot because there was a time where uBlock actually worked on Twitch, so I wouldn't notice that I wasn't subbed because I wasn't getting any ads.
Then they put it into the fun, huh?
Yeah. So now it's like today, I booted the stream up as soon as we launched it, and I was like, oh, there's an ad, gotta resub.
Marty Messel says, thank you for coming out to the Grand Prix of Raiders.
Yeah, what's the gap? It's only a 5-second gap. He did just do the fastest lap of the race, though.
Yeah, I was just going to say, between... I think the conditions have been pretty static because, you know, obviously he has pretty fresh tires still and even lower fuel, so for him to be setting fastest lap tells me that the rain's pretty much where it was before.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the old internet, says Diego. Yeah, I miss a lot of things. Old man yells at cloud kind of deal, you know? That's how it is these days.
Yeah, they are. Diego was right. There are ads everywhere.
I was just taking a peek at this McLaren on McLaren battle going on, as I didn't realize that Anthony Kelly also had a Batman themed car, so the Dark Knight, etc., well represented on this season's grid between at least this McLaren and the Mercedes.
Well, and the Green Lantern right behind.
Oh, indeed. It's a DC battle here.
You know, Diego, you should have raced and made a Raid Shadow Legends car. These ones.
Yeah. Yep.
That
you
would
only
have
have
been
yourself
fantastic.
to blame. Well, I bet Andrew wishes he could whip out his. What is it? What is the ring that they? Is it a power ring? I don't even know. I'm not that much of a DC fan, and I wish he could just move move Anthony Kelly's car out of the way.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know what they call the Green Lantern's ring. I can't remember.
Ah, yes, the official name is the Green Lantern Power Ring.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
They really went out of their way on that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's some of my favorite stuff. Like comics and superhero stuff is like they put so much thought into some stuff, and then some stuff they're just like, screw it.
Well, now we know.
And now, unfortunately, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. Never going anywhere.
It seems to be settled out for the moment. There's 5.5 minutes left in here. Wait. Fire Queso seemed to have lost. I'm sorry, lost a few positions. Not sure when that happened.
Yeah, he was under pressure from Jacob Hall already.
Yeah, he lost 2, but he's right back on, so I think he probably just goes wide here. Maybe a half spin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very good because most of the time you end up out that far in the wet, you're spinning.
Yep.
Yeah, very scary proposition. Straighten your steering and don't go crazy with the pedals.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good save.
Well done.
Looks like Wilson and Kelly are maybe swapping positions. Well, they did at least for a second. Wilson was ahead.
He didn't have the willpower, enough emotional willpower in his ring to get the move done, I suppose. Yes, I've just read up on a little bit of the lore of the power rings, so there you go.
I mean, hey, you gotta be prepared. We might be getting, might be another Green Lantern movie sometime soon, so you'll be ready for it.
So yeah, 3.5 minutes, and we've just kind of settled into these trains where it's interesting visually, but not really any threat of much happening.
Yeah. Makes it kind of quiet out there.
It does. But yeah, I mean, not a whole lot of drama this race, guys. A couple incidents, one drive-through, a few folks not finishing the race due to said instance. But yeah, I mean, pretty much put your head down, keep your nose clean, and get to the end as you would like to do with any race in these conditions, I would think.
Oh,
Oh no!
Whoop. Uh-oh.
Well.
Did my Steve Urkel impression, did I do that yet?
What happened there, Mike?
Very interesting.
I was looking at timing, and then I saw yellows, and then I saw where they were.
What I was doing, and was kind of glad I actually was on that battle when it happened. Whoop, there's the tap, and the tap, and that's... Oh,
Tell you what,
bad.
that's going to be another position gain for Art. So you have to...
Yep. Who's now battling Mr. Sir a little bit.
Yeah, Art just...
Yeah.
You don't gotta pass
it. I was gonna say, he's gotta know he doesn't need to do that. And yeah, from bad to worse for Anton, having at least on visual inspection been at fault for one incident, and then to get caught up in basically the same thing and losing.
Yeah,
that's a rough go.
Yeah, but Art, I mean, he's just one more incident or maybe one more penalty away from a top 5 overall at this point.
You can almost taste it.
Yeah, what was that you were saying, Jeff, about a clean race? I mean, I did name our Discord chat tonight commentators cursing. So.
Indeed, I'm
blaming you.
He's not lying. It looked like Jacob Hall and Guy Manperson swapped positions in the last. I don't think there's anything to go back and see. We might be too late, but still, just a bad day for Guy Manperson. So Kelvin now maybe having to sniff on our final lap as Rados makes his way through Spoon and onto the really old alternate pit straight. There's another set of pit boxes off to the right there. There's that old pit exit. Very careful through 130R, sir. Not even getting anywhere close to that curbing. Nice and easy. Through the final chicane with a 6-second gap. And he's being so careful, I'm literally watching it go down right now. But Andrew Rados, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, big dub.
Suzuka. Renato Dornelis, P2. Omar Garcia in P3 coming across the line. Very good finish for him. Donarte a ways back in P4. And there's Jeremy Mercer rounding the final corner as well. Top 5 finish for him. Mr. Sir, Anton, and Kelvin Lau. Hats off to Kelvin. 8th place, it looks like. Well done for my man Kelvin.
I think he started 14th. So
yeah.
Good night.
Very, very good evening. And I'm now losing since people are leaving, but somewhere around the top 10-ish.
I think we're around late teens now. Around 20. I think that Manperson Hall queso, I think they're around like 21st, 24th or something like that. Oh! Bonk.
Oops. And here's our last couple of guys. Kelly coming over and Lukowski and Wilson rounding out that field. There we go. Well, that was fun, guys.
Yeah, great race.
As we all snap our screenshots for the
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Diego. He's thanking us for the stream.
You're welcome, Diego.
You're welcome, buddy.
I expect personal thank yous from everyone.
Yes. Great. Let's wait for them to populate the chat. So, how'd you guys like this one? Nice and wet?
Indeed. Certainly a race with championship implications. With our championship leader losing some ground and not finishing the race. So couple that with a first place from Rados, and that's like a 40-point swing right there. So definitely still a lot on the table for these guys and the folks behind him. I know Dornelis and Anton and other folks, Tiago, are pretty close to one another in the standings as well. So
Mercer's not too far back either. He was 65 back going into the evening. So I mean, all of them have gained ground on Ryan. Anton dropping a 0, but yeah, everyone else is dropping a pretty significant score at the moment.
Well,
Cowan, don't act like you didn't know I was doing this. Nice race, by the way. Good buddy.
All right. Let's see. Escorcia was our, my memory, P2? P3?
Yes.
P3.
P3, it was
Okay.
It was Rados Dornelis Escorcia.
All right, well, we're going to grab Escorcia and bring him on. You know, if I grab the right person. Darn it. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. Hold on. I got this. We'll do it that way. Congratulations, Omar, on a P3 finish.
Yes.
How was that race?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, finally, I get some good results after Lord knows how much. Weirdly, in the rain and Suzuka on a fourth, where the car is not that great, but yeah, the setup felt really good for me. I managed to get some really good pressures at the start. Only luck, pure luck, but yeah, I managed to get a lot of positions at the start. Also, wasn't a great pit stop because of a bump on the middle of my pit box. But yeah, overall, yeah, it was a great race for me. Really happy with it.
Yeah, it looked like you were having a lot of fun, and as you mentioned, just from the drop of the green flag, you looked very locked in, very racy. You were sniffing up people's bumpers and getting moves done. So it's always fun when your car feels great at the start of the race and you can make up some ground. Anything interesting happen in the middle or towards the end? I know everybody was kind of smooth sailing there towards the end of things, certainly.
Yeah, I think it was like the first half of the race. I had a lot of overtakes, a lot of moments. I think I saw Anton hitting Thiago, so I managed to get really close to them, both of them. I gained the position to Thiago, and then by team orders, so Anton and I, we managed. I was a little bit faster than him, so I tried to close up to Dornelis, but yeah, he was also pretty quick. So yeah, I pulled out. I was faster than Anton, I think, and slower than Dornelis, so I was kind of in no man's land.
Right where you needed to be.
Yeah, right where I needed to be. Yes.
Awesome.
All right. Well, hey, Adam, you got any questions for Omar here before we let him go?
Oh, wait.
Adam? Did Adam fall asleep?
Maybe. Anyway, Omar, anyone you want to give a shout out to or thanks while you're up here?
Yeah, my teammate Anton. Unfortunate that he had that incident right at the end of the race against Mr. Sir. I know he's fighting for the championship, so yeah, I hope that these next races are better for him and for the whole team in general. I think we are fighting for the team championship as well.
Yeah.
So it would be great for him to win the driver championship and for us to win the team championship as well. So yeah. Hope for some good races in the future.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on that finish, and I hope that you have a great evening. How do you feel about next week at, where are we?
Brands Hatch.
Brands Hatch.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, the car is kind of tricky on that track. It's really easy to make a mistake and bounce off the earth and into the barrier. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun but really difficult track. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I love me some Brands, so I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yep.
Can't wait to see you guys out there.
Awesome. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
All right. Waiting to hear back from both Arced and Dornelis. So one last check for them.
I would imagine we probably won't get. We usually don't get Renato.
Yeah, I think
Maybe Arced. We've gotten
Arced. He jumped out of the server really quickly, so
yeah.
after the race, so I wonder. And he's also in South America, so I wonder if he's maybe an hour ahead of us as well.
I think that the chat's like that they're banging at the cages for the
chat is
cheater
clamoring.
Daddy. Yeah, no. All right, I guess we gotta get Rados in here. All right, here you go. There's the man, your winner tonight, Andrew Rados. Be very quiet.
He's Cheeto consumption mode right now. He's got to refuel.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was AFK when we grabbed him.
Yeah,
we might have grabbed him.
Can you guys hear me? There we go.
Oh yes, there we go.
I was singing do Max for stat, and it wasn't even working.
Well, welcome in. How easy was that race?
That was pretty easy. Yeah, I was bored.
It's a good problem to have, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I knew this was going to be my race for the season, this season. So if I didn't win this one, then I was retiring. So yeah.
Oh, well, you set high standards. It's good to meet them. I would hate to see you retire after, starting this round in P2 in the standings. So still a lot to play for the rest of the season here.
Fair enough.
Tell us about your pit stop. Did you miss your box?
Yeah, I just wanted to give Dornelis a chance. I completely missed my box. Yeah, it wasn't good.
We were looking at his lap times and saw your pit time, and he was bringing the gap down and put those two things together, and it was a little closer than we expected when you guys finally finished your pit cycle. So, but yeah, I saw you pull away again, and with your fresh tires and low fuel, set another purple lap there towards the end. So, yeah, hats off to you. I know Adam. Well, I have a question, but Adam, if you want to ask him the question, you can ask. Please go ahead.
Go for it.
Well, we talked about that Flamin' Hot Cheetos livery. Are we maybe going to see that? Maybe it's Spa, I heard, for the last round?
I think it's Misano the last round. Whatever it is.
I'm thinking endurance. You're right. It's Misano.
Yeah, I'll have to. My teammate Kevin, his buddy, made the livery for us, so I'll have to ask him. Yes, I will definitely try. Just for you.
Yes. Oh, well, I appreciate that.
And then I'll crash into the wall at the end of the race.
Well, Adam, Stephanie, anything for our race winner here?
What do you think about next week at Brands Hatch?
I actually haven't driven the Honda there in a while, but there's no long straight, so I think that's good for the Honda. So, yeah, can't get overtaken down a long straight by Ford. I hate Fords. I hate them. Misano I like, so, but yeah, we'll see what Brands Hatch brings. I think it's a night race.
It is.
I believe it is, yeah. No lights at that place, so the night is dark and full of terrors. Or it could be. Anyway.
It could be, yeah. So we'll figure it out.
Well, thanks for stopping in. I think we'll let you go. Good luck the rest of the way. And
thank you.
yeah, congrats on the win.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome job out there today. You've been waiting for this wet race all season.
Oh yes, I'm Honda baby. Let's go. Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great week and good luck next week at
Thank you. See you
Brands
guys.
Hatch. Whoop. Oh. So, Ark says we should double check because it sounds like he actually DC'd before the line.
No.
No way. Are you serious?
What?
I'm looking at the
insane.
ACC SM results. No way. Yeah, arced in 32nd. 27 laps completed. You've got
My
to
God.
That is unreal.
I did notice at the end of the race that he had hopped in the pits for a second, but then he came back out.
That is wild because I'm telling you, I swear I saw him rounding the last corner, like onto the straight.
He was. And then I did see the same thing where like it showed everyone behind him, like immediately behind him picked up a position, but that's exactly what happened the lap before. So I just thought it was the exact same thing. Oh my, that is terrible.
Yep.
Wow. Well, now we're in the race on a nice bummer.
Dang. Well then.
Yeah, that's a major bummer. Wow.
Shoot. So who did win the silver?
I think it was Joel Moffat.
No, it was Max Simmons.
Oh.
Simmons
yes,
13,
you're right. Yep.
Archie in 14. So if Simmons is there, we could.
I do not see them.
Pull him in. I'm going to look at this replay now because I want to see when this happened. All right, so I'm watching Arced. This is like the last lap. He's well in front of Anton. He's going down towards 130R. Oh, he's gone. So I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, looked like it was. Yeah, he just disappears on the pit straight down into 130R before he gets there.
Oh.
And the replay. Yeah, that was that. So I didn't see him around the last corner. I thought I did. Man, that's just a sickening feeling. Oof.
Yeah, I hate that for him.
Yeah. So sorry, Art, to hear that.
Well, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, it's like a mechanical failure in real life. You don't get to pick when they happen. So.
No. Nope.
A rough break for sure.
Absolutely. So wait, who did we say was the silver winner then?
It would have been Max Simmons, but I don't see him at D1, D2 chat.
I do not see either. So, oh man, I hate to end it on such a sad note. So we'll look ahead to next week.
I was going to say we can end on a happy note by talking about next week's wonderful track, Brands
Hatch. Whew. I love Brands Hatch. It's so fun.
I do too. It's such a fun little track. Only 9 corners, but you get a lot out of all those corners. And yeah, definitely tricky. Not a lot of margin for error with the grass runoff. Lots of hills, tricky corners, and at nighttime it should be extra spicy. So I am certainly looking forward to Brands Hatch next week.
I am too.
Well, excuse me, 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
You're right. You're right. We are off next week, so there will be no streams next week. We are giving everyone a break for the holiday, but we'll return the following week on December the 2nd. Again, T1 here, Twitch and YouTube both. And at the same time, there will be a D3 and typically a D5 stream also going on YouTube. No rush. You are welcome for the stream. And on that note, D3 and D5 did race today, so you can catch those replays on YouTube. And tomorrow night, at the same time, D2 and D4 will both be racing the same track under hopefully wet conditions for them also. So definitely try to catch that. If you are new to us, we are SRA. You can find our website, sra.gg, and join us on Discord. And you're welcome to come race with us all. Any last words from you guys?
Just everyone in the U.S. that will be celebrating Thanksgiving and travel safe. Have a good holiday, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, sounds good. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.